Boom. What's up, man?
What's up?
Man, back in the saddle. I know y'all been waiting for us, looking for me, wondering about him. Hey, we got some good stuff to talk about today. We got the big homie Dial, gentlemen. This is Pushing Weight Show.
Pushing Weight.
And of course the courage in these veins, people passing the limits, a bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks, see I'm growing and reaching up to pass out peak though. Welcome to the Pushing Weight Show.
Man, hey, I'm gonna go after a whole group of people here in a minute. First off, it's been one of them weeks for me. I was gonna grab you a 40, but I didn't see.
Stereotyping?
I said every time I see one of these, man, at least
Shout out to our sponsor.
Yeah, Twisted Tea.
Twisted Tea.
Man, I didn't realize I grabbed it.
Hey, somebody got beat in the head. Hey, you thought you had a rough week.
Watch, it ain't even gonna open right. I guarantee it. This is how my week. This is how my week has been going.
Hey, the guy got his head busted with a Twisted Tea.
No, but I'm gonna go after a whole group of people right now.
Man, don't get us canceled.
Android users, how do y'all function during the day?
Man.
Bro, so I broke my phone Friday.
Yeah.
I've been having to work off this Motorola One.
Yeah.
How do y'all, we're going to take up a collection fund for y'all so you can move up in the world of iPhones, because I swear, have you ever messed around with one of these?
Yeah, so my direct line is an iPhone 14 Pro Max. My business line, I just went to like Boost Mobile and got like a Android. It was like 150 bucks.
Business ain't going good.
Nah, fam. I do a lot of emailing, you feel me? So I just got a little $150 Android phone, you know what I'm saying? Just strictly, obviously unlimited text, but I literally just use it for business. I don't text on, I don't get on the internet on there or nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how to use, like, I don't even know how to get to the menu. Like, how do I get to the menu of this thing?
Bro, I've been having to deal with that thing since Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm fixing my own phone tonight. Because, you know.
Oh, you done ordered the glass and all that?
I done ordered the glass, and you know how friends do, hit you with the spin move every time.
Yeah.
I had a homie, it was like Saturday, he was like, I said, hey, message this number because my phone's broke. Is it just a screen? I was like, yeah. Order it offline, bro, I'll fix it. Yeah. Like, bet, alright. Yeah. So I order it, it gets there Sunday. I hit him up, I'm like, yo, it's in.
Mind you, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. He's like, I'm like, hey, it's in.
And he still been hitting me off Messenger.
Bro. And then he's like, well, I can't get it tonight, but like I could probably come out like Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, I'd have just spent $100 and went to fix a phone, bro. So I was pissed. Yeah. So I was looking up on YouTube today. I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah, I seen my phone had broke one time, and I was trying to see how to do it, and I didn't know how to fix a phone. But it don't look like it's too bad.
It don't look like it's too bad. I think the thing that's gonna offset me the most is I gotta heat it up to break up the adhesive that's keeping the screen down. Yeah. But
don't break your whole phone,
bro. I watch tonight.
Sometimes it's worth just paying $100. That's how I am.
Because Verizon, man. Y'all are a racket too. Y'all pissed me off because I got a lot last week. Me and my girl was talking about combining plans. So I'm like, okay, bet. It's gonna be cheaper.
Y'all serious?
Oh, we serious.
Combining plans.
We got the family plan.
Sharing Netflix accounts. Y'all serious?
Netflix accounts, well. But so I go into Verizon because that's how it's always been. So I go into Verizon and they're like, yeah, we don't do that here anymore.
Dang.
I'm like, okay. Well, we just like all we were trying to do was bring her on my line, cancel her shit, and then bring her phone number over. They're like, yeah, we can't do that. You gotta go online. Yeah. I'm like, okay. So I get online, call the number, and I had some girl named Sarah. Let me tell you something. By the way she talked, she ain't sounding like damn Sarah. So your line is going to be another $100. I'm like, your name ain't fucking Sarah.
Man.
But she talks me through it all. I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it this weekend. Okay, boom. So this weekend comes along, and I'm like, I'm just gonna get online.
Speaking on that, bro, have you called Donato's lately and ordered a pizza?
Are they the same way that
it's
Papa John's does it? It's a call center.
Yeah, it's a call center.
Stupid.
I'm like, it's funny because I'm like, you know, I usually do for pickup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody delivered out there at my house, so I do for pickups. And I heard a voice, and I'm like, we might order from Donato's maybe once a week. So I'm like, I don't remember a little Indian kid working at Donato's, but maybe they got somebody too.
Yeah, that blew me away. I called Papa John's. They did the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I just live a couple minutes because they'll deliver to, you know where my house is. They'll deliver to basically the jail.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I'm like, bro, I'm right over the overpass. Okay, like I'm 2 minutes away. I'm like, can you just deliver it, sir? I'm like, you guys know what I'm talking about. This is a call center. I'm a call center to order my damn pizza?
Yeah.
Whatever. So, long story short, on the phone, I call them up Saturday, and they're like, oh, yeah, Sarah didn't tell you that you're grandfathered in on a plan right now, and bringing her on,
It's going to start it all.
it's going to be, yeah. So, it used to be like a family plan. You can have 5 lines, 3 lines, whatever, and it's $80, $100, whatever, for unlimited everything. Now we're on the same account, but it's $80 for you, $80 for me, plus the cost of your phone, plus the cost of my phone.
Damn.
I'm like, all right. I'm like, let me get online and do my own thing, build it my way. Get online, and at the time, this was in the morning, Saturday morning. They're like, oh, add her to the line, you get a free phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, bet. Okay, so I get on there in the morning, had some stuff going on. We wanted to take the kids to the library, logged off. I'm like, all right, I'll do it when we get back. I come back, offer's gone.
Damn.
No free phone. Oh, bro, I was like,
Damn.
if it ain't one thing, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I've been stuck with this Android, man. I really don't genuinely know how y'all function on that thing.
Yeah, the last good Android was actually the Droid phone that was
The Voyager.
Yeah, the Droid phone. That's a Droid. That was the last good Droid phone.
I used to have the phone that would flip up. It was orange. You had orange, green, and silver. It would flip up and have the keyboard on it. Honestly, I would rock with that phone if it had all the keyboards.
So you talking about like the sidekicks?
Nah, I was one of the sidekick because the sidekick would flip.
Yeah, I had a sidekick.
This one was an NV2.
I had 2 sidekicks.
You look like you had one of them jukes, big ass dude with a stick for a phone.
my homie had a juke. We used to dog him, but he was a gang member, so he had a red one, so he loved the damn juke.
Yeah, man, the evolution of phones is crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, and see, you ain't even like my first phone. My first phone was in the 7th grade. So how old are you? You about 5, 6 years younger than me. What are you, 29?
Let's see, you're 42.
Yeah, my first phone was like that Nokia that they be talking about as legendary.
Yeah,
that was
with
my
the snake
with
on
the
it.
snake. That was my thing. That was my first. Bro, I remember. Yeah, that was my first phone. Then I probably had a few of those, and then I went from those to when I was in college. I had a whole breaking phone stint.
Would you like a Rogue, my kind sir?
And what do you look like? What kind of pouches is that?
Oh, they're better than Zen. They've got more flavor.
Shout out to our sponsor.
Shout out to Rogue.
Really?
If they can't get your weight equipment, they can get your lip.
Yeah. But oh man.
You had a bunch of phones back in the day because you was pimping or something.
Something like that. But yeah, bro, I probably had literally every phone on the market except the phone I always wanted. When the Razor came out.
Never had the Razor.
You remember the Razor?
Oh, I remember it.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Those
I wanted
things,
the Razor so bad.
For being so thin, were pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
Like I plain as day remember my dude Austin Fox had one, and he had like one. I swear to God, this happened. 1 bar of battery, 1 bar for service. We're out at some little 8th grade, 9th grade party. Swear on everything. I hate this phone. Throws it up in that tree. Thing done came down and hit every branch. Lands on the ground. He walks over. 3 bars of battery. Full bars on service. He goes, "Oh, bet." I was like,
Dang.
that don't even make no sense. I
sense.
figured that little paper thin phone.
Yeah, but I remember that Razor came out. I wanted that so bad. And I remember I was in driving school. That's how long ago that was. I was in driving school. I was 15 and a half. And this dude had that phone. And it was, I'm like, damn, I want that Razor.
Yeah.
And he had a couple chicks with him too that was just all around. I'm like, see if I had that Razor. I had that Razor.
I always wanted a BlackBerry.
I had a BlackBerry.
I wanted a BlackBerry with the ball in the center of it,
Yeah.
the little mouse.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
I had like one of the last good Blackberries, like the small one. Remember the little
Okay.
silver small one? That
Yep.
was like 2008. I remember I got it from my dad because then he had got something new and he was like, "Here, you get this BlackBerry." I thought it was that thing with that BlackBerry. I thought it was that thing.
Got to look everything that a businessman needs.
Yeah, hell me. Hey, I was only 17.
Dude, my first phone, I had a Nextel. I was chirping.
Yeah.
We had a
I
Nextel.
had a next shirt.
Man, I love that phone.
Hey, shout out my guy Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie, he had all the good phones, bro. Like he had all. I remember he had the good Nextel chirp, like the one that was like 300.
Yeah.
Cause you had the $100 Nextel, you had the $50 Nextel chirp that wasn't a flip phone. That was just like
It was like a Nokia.
Yeah.
That's the one I had.
You had the $100 Nextel chirp, which was the white and gray one,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a flip. And then you had the $300 Nextel chirp. It was like black.
Black and yellow.
No. They had like a black, but it was like a metal. It was like a black.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I remember he had that next to I had one got me a little Nextel chirp.
Yeah, man. Because I had my dad had Nextel, and then so I was in the 5th grade when I got my first phone.
Yeah.
And the reason B is because I was working. I was an elementary school snitch. I
believe you.
I was a cross guard guy, so they had me walking all the way out to the Grant corner, and some kids had yelled something when they were driving past and was honking their horn. I told my mom bugged out and was like, "You're getting a cell phone." So my babysitter at the time and her husband was a state trooper. They all had Nextel. My dad had Nextel, so we're like, "We're getting you a Nextel so you can just chirp." Chirp, and then we lived right around the corner. So, but yeah, man, old heads still to this day, because I sell radios. So they're like, "Man, you remember back in the day with that Nextel? Man, I'll tell you what, right now, if they had that out, I'd get
You know
a
what crazy thing
Nextel."
was? That was like a trapper phone, you know what I'm saying?
The Nextel was?
Yeah, that was like a trap
Yeah,
phone.
you got it. Right.
And I had got one, you feel me? I had got one, and
That's crazy to think about.
yeah, that was a trapper phone. Yeah, the next one
You
chirp.
just put your business out there on speaker every single time you chirp it.
Yeah, so, but I wasn't trapping. I just wanted that trapper phone so bad. They had that song, "Hit Me on My Next Chirp," that Young Jock.
No,
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that
You
one.
was probably in the 3rd grade or something. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom wasn't letting me listen to that.
Chirp. Yeah, bro, that was. Whew. I wanted that chirp phone so bad.
We're gonna have to get it set up to where we can play some music when we bring up some songs. We're gonna have to get it set up to where it plays.
Yeah, that next chirp, that was a bad baby right there, boy. And I never even chirped nobody.
If you think about it, it was kind of crazy to think about because like you could alert people. So like, I mean, it's kind of the same as like a call now, but you can hit somebody, chirp them and say whatever you want. So they could be in the middle of something. If they got their volume up, whatever you're saying is being said and heard.
Now, I remember hearing a conversation as a kid. An adult conversation, that an adult that I know, that he was in the courtroom, and somebody had hit him for some illicit activities on the chirp.
Oh no!
And the whole court heard it, and they were like, "Oh shit!" But yeah, I remember hearing my people talk about that as a kid. Like, "Oh man, he was in court and they was talking about some da 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 da," and he was on the chirp and he couldn't turn. He was trying to turn it down in his pocket. Like, yeah.
You ever have a pager?
Nope.
No?
Damn, I ain't that old.
Come on now. He talking about Nokia. You ain't have a pager?
No, I ain't that old. I ain't that old.
I always thought the pagers was cool. My mom used to work in Adelphia Cable when it was Adelphia.
I never understood how a pager worked.
Honestly, I still kind of don't. From what I understand is like you call the pager and you can send like a certain amount of like text letters and your number will pop up. So if it's like, you know, if I were to call your pager, it would have my cell phone number and then call me to it or something like that. That's all I know.
Yeah, I still like, I'm like, how the hell did that even work? Like, I don't understand it.
That was big time. They had them, because, you know, they had them all in the case at Adelphia and stuff. I don't know why Adelphia sold them. It was a cable company.
Yeah.
But.
Well, really communications.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I know doctors still use them now. They're still out there and about. I bet they're dope now. I bet they're all teched out.
Maybe the same thing, because it's like that archaic, just, that's all it does.
Yeah.
It's just, 911.
Yeah.
Look now, okay, they need me.
Yeah.
If they had too much technology, I just use my phone.
There's a phone. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's true. That's true. But man, speaking of technology, when I got on that Verizon.com and I'm looking up like where I'm, you know, doing my little family plan. I'm sitting there, I was like, man, I got a couple ducats in the bank. Let's see, you know, one of these Apple Watches, the Ultra 2. You know, it's only gonna be $22 extra a month. That ain't
that's how you tear your ass up.
Man, and then she's like, I used to have one. Actually, I got a broke one back in the bedroom. And I was like, well, you can turn that one in, you know, they're going to give you $10 for it, but you can turn it in or whatever. And so I get done, she get a phone, I get a phone, Apple Watch, you know, best of the best on both, 15 Pro,
Man.
Ultra 2, Series 9. And it shows you like what's your monthly bill going to be, and then what's the next month's bill going to be with the service fee, the activation fee, the fee, the service fee, the talk to you fee, the use your own computer fee, and it was like next month's bill is $680. I'm like, hey, we ain't getting no watches. Your phone tell time. That's
Listen, and I know my girl. So my girl had the other day, not even the other day, it's like 2-3 months ago. I said the other day. So you know, I'm a freight broker, and I'm using my laptop a lot. Like I use my laptop a lot, and sometimes I use it in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll pull over. Twisted Tea.
Man, you down in that thing. You all right, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm a Twisted Tea drinker. I used to be.
He twisting his words. He's so twisted.
I used to be. Back when I was there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, if I had this iPad, I could, you know what I'm saying, I could move a little bit quicker, and because my MacBook don't have like a hotspot on it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so I have to hotspot my phone onto my laptop, and that service ain't the best. So I was like, if I just had an iPad with service on it, I can maneuver. Because my phone, I can kind of run my trucking thing off my phone, but it's like it's only a mobile version of this app.
You need to see more.
Yeah, it's like it's the one thing I need to see literally for every load you can't see on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, if I had that iPad, I'd be cool. So I done so I go out there, price an iPad. I'm like, yeah. See, I'm the type of person, I don't like to spend money on it, but I'll accept it if somebody buy it for me.
Yeah.
I told my girl, like, man, go out there and give me an iPad. She's like, you don't need no iPad. You can just do the same thing on your MacBook. I'm like, you need an iPad. So she go out there and give me an iPad. And little do I know, the iPad is just a big iPhone. And I still can't see the piece.
Oh, bro, I'll be pissed.
Bro, so I got the service on it with the iPad fee. So I think it's like an extra like $50 a month. You know what I'm saying, for the iPad plus the service.
Yeah.
And it's literally been sitting in my bag for 3 months. Like I don't even use it for nothing. It's literally been sitting in my bag.
Bro, and I know you probably, you guys got 4 lines on yours, don't you?
No, actually. So my mom, like for my kids' Christmas or birthday, like so she pays like my kids' phone bill.
Oh, okay,
and
nice.
we have, then it's just ours.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because it was, it ended up being something like per month, it would be like $330 or something like that for the 2 watches and the phones and everything. But that was with the free phone.
Yeah, we probably pay cause shoot, our 2 phones, I got a watch with service, so I could call like from my watch. I got the iPad with service.
Yeah.
I got T-Mobile hotspot up here with service. So we probably paying about $3 something for it.
Oh, that was T-Mobile?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Magenta.
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about too. I mentioned it on the last episode, but I forgot to be talking about so much. Man, I got robbed about a month ago now.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, man. They done stripped you down, took your shirt, took your shoes.
Man, you
was
feel
walking around butt naked on London Street.
swinging to my knee.
Out here like chain hang low.
Yeah, feel me? But no, they ain't stripped me down. They stripped me down.
Took your shoes.
They stripped me down metaphorically. They stripped me down metaphorically.
Now I was gonna bring this up because I want to talk about what's coming up for you and your organization.
Okay, yeah.
So what happened, man? You got held at gunpoint.
So I didn't get held at gunpoint, but so I get a call. If anybody know, I got a guy that Uncle T-Rock. He came with my building when I bought my building. So anytime I get a call from him, either he wants some money because he done cut my grass, or he done fake took my trash out. But this is only around.
All love, Uncle T-Rock. All love.
He usually calls me around business hours. You know what I'm saying? But I get a call from him at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. So I already knew when I seen his number at 6 o'clock on a Sunday, I was prepared to cuss him out like T-Rock. But I don't care if you try to cut my grass. Don't call me at 6 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And then he, Dobbs, get up here. Somebody done busted out the damn windows. So I'm like, damn. So I throw some clothes on real quick, brush my teeth. You feel me?
Yeah.
Can't go up there with funky breath. Go up to the shop, window busted out. So come to find out, so I'm like, damn, they done broke into my, I got a claw machine that has like Jordans in it. So I got like 4 different pairs of Jordans plus the single shoe. And if you win it, we'll go get the other ones for you. And I got like 4 pairs of Jordans in there, iPhone, and then we got like stacks of 51s. There's like 4 stacks of 51s in there. And then like a whole bunch of like little teddy bears and little prizes like action figures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So get up there, they done took the shoes, they done took the money, they done took the iPhones.
They didn't take the action figures?
Man, they didn't take the action figures.
Man.
But the thing is, I had some ring cameras in there, but I had took them out because I needed them for something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I took the ring cameras. But I was like, I forgot. I keep a hard set of cameras that's corded that I've had since I've had the shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I always forget about them. But them things just stay on. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They don't need Wi-Fi or nothing. They just stay on, record everything. So I'm like, damn, I forgot I got these cameras. So I got hit. So I go, I'm looking, I'm like, I can't log into it. So you need the password and login to even, like, you can watch it live, but to go back on record or anything, you need the login. I haven't signed into that thing in like 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Because it records like 60 days at a time and it overwrites, 60 days overwrites. So I'm like, man. And it's a Sunday, so I'm like trying to log into some old emails and then can't find it. And I hit up the customer service. They're not open till 11 on a Sunday, so now I gotta wait. It's like 8 in the morning now, 7 in the morning, so I gotta wait till 11. And then I finally figure out the email. It's an old email I ain't logged into in 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? Finally, they do help me get into it. Man, there's some, and you can tell by the video, some kids. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, them kids look 13, 14, 15 years old.
Yeah.
So come to find out, it is some 14-year-old kids, and they done robbed. That night, they robbed the Family Dollar, they robbed me, and they robbed somebody else. But come to find out, man, them kids have robbed 10 other businesses in the last 3 weeks.
Dang.
Yeah.
Busy.
busy. And then they had my shoes at their house. The cops went and got them. Like that.
Man.
They wasn't dirty or nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, they crazy.
And they only got one, right?
Hmm?
They only got one side. They only got one shoe.
Yeah, they only got one shoe, so they can't even go back. Yeah, so then I'm like, man, I didn't really want to report them, you know what I'm saying? But for insurance purposes, I had to.
Right.
And then, cause I'm just big on, I mean, okay, it'd be different if they just hit me, but they didn't hit 10 other spots.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
No telling what these kids are gonna be doing in the next couple years if they out disrupt 10 businesses. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Gas stations, drive-throughs, what's that? Family Dollar, me.
The Family Dollar one was crazy. That takes some balls.
So that's how they got them, because they was like, if they didn't hit the Family Dollar, they would have never got caught. They said, we seen them leaving Family Dollar. So they hit you first, took your stuff back to their house, then when they hit Family Dollar. They was like, we seen them leaving Family Dollar. And I had went to Family Dollar to try to get like some tape to tape some stuff on the window.
Yeah.
And dude was like, yeah, we got them on camera. And he's like, they was trying to get into the tobacco, but we put like a gate on it, like a roll gate, so you can't, you know what I'm saying, after we leave. And it was like, he's like, I was like, so what they end up taking? He's like, man, some Jolly Ranchers and some Mike Hard lemonade. So they're trying to get peeled.
Trying to get peeled off a successful night.
Off a successful night. But yeah, man, so I'm like, so off of that, I'm like I said, man, I ain't really with it. You gotta have repercussions for your actions.
Yeah.
But I ain't trying to lock away no kids for 150 years. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I started a program, the Growing Men Program Foundation. And so that's what I'm really aiming to do right now. And I started it last year. It's a nonprofit. And I was just so busy last year. I just, you know what I'm saying, did the paperwork, got everything together, and I didn't really do much with it last year. But now I have this week coming up, I got a music academy about to start. And so I'll be teaching kids how to record, mix, track vocals, you know what I'm saying, produce, make beats. And I got that coming up. So that'll be once a week until we get a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, active. And I'll probably try to do a couple times a week. Then I also have June 15th. So I'll have a Nerf war battle royale. So I went and bought like 100 Nerf guns.
Nice.
And I have that. So hopefully we got a lot of kids come out to do that. Free food, drinks, you know what I'm saying. And with that, I got a few buddies that own businesses. Well, a lot of buddies that own businesses. So I'm gonna have them come out and then, you know, talk to the kids and then try to get almost like some mentorship where they can come see their business. And because I just feel a lot of kids, even me, until I seen it, until I was around it at a younger age, I think people think it's unattainable. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize, I mean, it's not that hard to start a business. It's hard to maintain a business. Yeah. But to actually just start something, you just get up and start it. You know what I'm saying? So I just want the kids in the community to see, like, it's attainable. There's a lot of people in this community that was in your shoes getting in trouble. Like, I'm one of them, you know what I mean? Getting in trouble, but I changed my life around, you know what I'm saying? And all these guys did the same.
So for anybody that's listening, if you got a kid, for the music thing, what's the ages?
So 13 to 18.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
So anybody listening, if they know some kids that might be into something like that, where could they find more information on that?
So I posted it on Facebook. A lot of people shared it, but it'll be on this Thursday, which is the 6th.
Okay.
At the Peace and Freedom Center on Kenton Avenue.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And it'll be probably every Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Nerf War.
The Nerf War.
Battle Royale.
It's June 15th. That's on a Saturday, 11 to 3.
Where?
Martin Luther King Park.
Okay.
You know, and I rented the whole park out. So we got the parks, the shelters. Like I said, I want to do like a little battle royale, so I wanted to rent the whole park and not just the shelters. That way we can be in the jungle gym and everything like
really,
that.
Yeah, really do it up.
Yeah.
That's honestly, because that's I'm sure it would be the same thing with me, and I know it is with you. When it came to those kids, it's like you want to teach them that they have repercussions, but at the same time you want to show them that, Like, and as much as you wanted to but weren't able to, like you said, insurance reasons, and there has to be repercussions. It's one of those things where you want to be like, this is not the way.
Yeah.
You know, you need a couple dollars, you need, a little bit of this, whatever. This ain't the way. Here, let me show you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I also feel, not to cut you off,
Go ahead.
I also feel that we don't reward the kids enough. I feel like we yell at them when they get in trouble, but when they do good, what do we give them? Even though in the real world, you really don't get rewarded enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how do you create somebody that's wanting to, in the real world, do better? You have to start at the kids.
Yeah.
You have to start at that age to where if they do something well,
Yeah.
you reward them. Because if growing up all they see is, man, I got straight A's this year and I didn't get nothing.
Yeah.
What's next year gonna bring? Why do I need to push myself to get straight A's? Why do I need to push myself to do better at this, that, together?
Yeah.
I didn't get nothing for it.
Yeah.
So you have to do that as kids. You
Yeah.
have to show them that, hey, there are rewards, even though they might be minute in the real world when you get older.
Yeah.
There's still rewards,
Yeah.
and whether it's something that you're given or it's something that you feel inside of you of personal accomplishment. As for kids, we got to give them that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I applaud you for doing that stuff, man, because it's the. He's still learning the buttons. Bear with him. But no, I applaud you for doing that, man, because there's a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah.
A lot of people talk
And
about
that's the thing, man. It ain't even about for the recognition. Like, it's really for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, when we was kids, like, I can't say there was so much to do, but it's like just seeing my son this summer. He's going to his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Like, he's been sitting at the crib for the last week. I mean, he got football practices and basketball practice, but other than that, he's just in his room. Like, going to my sophomore year, I wasn't at my house.
Bro, out.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out and about, like, and so just seeing, but it's like nothing for him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might go to the Y or, you know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, we had the rec center.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Downtown, we go there. We had the mall. You know what I'm saying? We go to the mall on the weekends, getting in trouble. Like, there was just a lot of stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like now it's nothing for them to do. So it's like, I mean, I know it's just a music academy, but it's just something to do, man. Because I remember, shout out my guy Tony Monaco. I know you ain't watching this, but if you heard, you feel me? Shout out my guy Tony Monaco. So when I was in my junior year, so Tony Monaco is like one of the best Hammond beat organists in the world. So they fly him out all over the world to play organ. And my buddy Wes that's his uncle. And they knew I was into music, so they took me out to his house one time, and like I think it was like for Easter or for something. But he's a big mansion, bro, huge studio. I'm talking about. They actually send him so all the music equipment that comes out. So he has 2024. He has the 2025 stuff. They send him the 2025 stuff. Check it out, see what he likes. He records with it, all the software, all the mics, all that. They send it to him, and then he uses it for a little bit, and he sends it back and tells him what he thinks. You know what I'm saying? So he's like a real guy in the industry. I mean, he took me to his house, beautiful house, bro, mansion. Took me to his house, and he kind of like, I only met him once or twice, but that was like, dang, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like this is just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember, like, that was the first time I had like lamb. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody said, bro, he got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we over there eating lamb. You know what I'm saying? Took me to a studio, big nice studio. You know what I'm saying? And he just talked to me like, man, what you trying to do when you grow up? Like go to school for music, and I ended up going to school for music. That's what I went to college for. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it takes, bro, is a seed. And I'm not gonna be able to reach everybody, but I want somebody to tell this story about me, you know what I'm saying, in 20 years. Like, man, I remember when Dave had the studio and we did the Nerf thing, and we did, and it's more than just that, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do more than that, but right now, I don't want to just preach to the kids. Yeah. Because I felt like I had people that preached to me, and I learned, then at the time, I didn't really care what they was talking about, but now it's like, dang, I remember when like my uncles, like they're preachers, so they were really preaching to me. Yeah. But I was like, I wasn't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I wasn't trying to do. They're like, man, you come over here. I got something. I need to.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to do that because I knew it was going to end up in some preaching.
Yeah.
But if I had somebody that was trying to do some fun and he snuck some preaching in there on me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was cool. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. You need those guys in your life, and if you're somebody that's around kids that age, man, you really never know what you're doing is impacting, like what part of whatever you're doing is impacting those kids. I had a guy.
So don't be drinking twisted tea if you're not over 20.
Yeah. Or Mike's Hard. But I had a dude that I went to school with. He was a few years younger than me, and I went to his wedding last year, and he pulled me to the side before I left and was like, you know, hey, you know, you never knew this, but I really looked up to you and you know, the things that you would tell me. And I was honestly just, when I was talking to him at younger ages, it was just daily advice, you know, like whatever he was going through.
Yeah.
The dude broke down in tears, and it really.
With your soft ass.
You did? Sorry, he a little drunk off of half a twisted tea. But nah, man, if you're around people that's younger than you, you really don't know what they're holding on to, what you say. So always be mindful of what you're saying and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you never know what one thing they're going to hold on to and carry.
Yeah.
Carry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So why not always make sure that you're doing something positive?
And that's one thing I've talked about before. My little segments I do online.
Yeah.
I see God bless you. I was trying to get a couple dollars.
Yeah.
But it's like, so I've never really had a person I can say was like my mentor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I listen to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So we're just a whole bunch of people that collectively, y'all were my mentors.
Yep.
But we never just sat down and had a meeting.
Yeah.
I would just, anytime I was around them, you know what I'm saying, I would just listen to them. I might not even ask them a question. I'm just listening to what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Paying attention to how they're moving.
Yeah, and it's like, I think all that built up was just something that made me who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my dad, my guy Lamani Coleman. You know what I'm saying? He owned the Blue Racers when they was the Blue Racers when they was in town.
Yeah. I think Blue Racers and then right?
No, he didn't own Maryland. He just owned Blue Racers. And then he owned a Columbus team too. And like I said, he played for the Steelers, running back for the Steelers.
Okay.
Like I said, my dad, my stepdad, Eric. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Mr. Willie Pickens. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's my OG. You feel me? Then some street guys. You feel me? That I used to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who y'all is.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of OGs, man, I got called Unc this last weekend. I swear to God on everything.
I believe it. You look like that.
I went over to this dude. He was
You got an hair one.
I did. Hey, peel that cap off.
Chill out, man.
But a dude, he was in the 8th grade when I graduated, and I went back when he was, I think, sophomore, junior. I went back and was training for his football team. Great athlete. He asked me to be in his wedding a couple years ago. I think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago. And but he invited me out for the fights this last weekend. And he's got all his friends out there, you know. We're sitting there, and I'm like, man, it's 9:30. I'm like, I'm gonna be piecing out. Yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna be piecing out here for too long. I'm like, bro, how old are you?
Man.
And I was like, I'm 29. Oh, you Unc? I was like, damn, like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of sat up in the chair a little bit. So,
Man.
some respect.
Yeah, I'm 34 this year, going 2 months, bro. It feels crazy.
Man, what we doing?
Shit, going to sleep.
You gonna have us out for a couple of apple cider vinegars and gin tonics.
At 6:30. We'll be back by 8.
Hey, on everything, what was it last year that we did that little seafood boil?
Oh, yeah. Hey, last year we did that seafood boil. Y'all came up around like 7. We was built by 9.
Man.
We was sitting in my living room. It's like 10 o'clock. I was ready for y'all to leave. I'm like, get out of here, bro. Y'all y'all get on my nerves, bro. I'm killed. I'm tired.
Ready to go home or ready to go to sleep.
Ready
We
to
was
go to
already
sleep, man. It was 10 o'clock, bro. I was tired, boy.
We didn't get pilled a little quick.
Real quick, I told you,
fast.
I was already drinking, cause before y'all got there, I was already drinking. So remember, hey, what you said I was eating. I had got.
Hey, listen, he got. We had a seafood boil, so we had some crab legs in there. We had some crawfish, some
Nothing
mud
but the
bugs.
best. Nothing but the best.
Some corn, potatoes, stuff like that. He's like, all right, I'm gonna grill out some steaks too. We're like, all right, bet.
Ribeyes.
We got
ribeyes.
We got there was king saver ribeyes, cuz
It was $40 a piece. Thick cut USDA grind.
well, listen, we wouldn't know because by the time the food got laid out, there was pieces of the fat laid over, and that's it.
Hey man,
He
listen,
was eating everything off the grill.
You know, when you tell somebody how you want your steak, most people still cook everybody's steak the same.
Man, that's true.
I'm the type of person, I'm gonna test every steak to make sure it's exactly how you want it. So if you say you wanted a medium steak, let me slice a little piece off of there, make sure it's medium.
But you didn't have to eat it. You just gotta see what the pig look like.
Like I told you before, man, I got them seasonings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making sure everybody's steak is perfectly seasoned.
I saw you out there with the salt and pepper. What are you talking about seasonings?
Because I put up the real seasonings for y'all got there. Y'all can't be in my mix. You feel me? Y'all can't be in my mix. Bro, you know how much of that food, that seafood, we all ate the steaks. Man, I threw away probably, because I think I bought 30 pounds of crawfish.
Yeah.
I still have crab legs in my freezer, like unopened boxes.
Really?
Yeah. Like, bro, I probably bought like 20 pounds of crab legs, probably 3-4 bags of jumbo shrimp. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I think I probably threw away 30-40 pounds of seafood. That shit was
I believe it. Have you ever? Are you a big seafood guy?
I was when I was younger. So like I said, my stepdad is from Louisiana, and then we lived in Louisiana for a little bit. So like down there, you're gonna have seafood boil all the time.
Yeah.
And we grew up eating a lot of seafood, but I forgot how much work crawfish was. I'm like,
See, that's why I didn't eat none of
yeah,
it.
I was like,
for
as a kid, it didn't seem like it was that hard. But then as I'm older, like,
fun as a kid.
yeah, like you just peeling the tail, and you got a little, you might
Twist the head off.
no diddy, suck the juices out the body.
Nah, he full Diddy over there.
You feel me? Little crab meat in the claws, you feel me? Little
There
claw
was
meat.
not enough crab meat in them claws.
A little meat in the claws. You feel me?
Now you really sounded like a heterosexual. See what you
But yeah, bro, that's too much.
Yeah, no.
That's too much. I'm like, hey, I remember just eat a steak.
Man,
And
you did.
Yeah. I was full as hell.
Now I'm not a big seafood guy. I'll do crab legs. I'll do shrimp. But my boss a couple weeks ago, he does a lot of fishing. He's a big angler.
Yeah.
And he goes up to Lake Erie.
Okay.
And he got a bunch of walleye. And he brought it in for lunch one day. And he was like, I'm gonna fry this up outside. You want some? And I was like, I mean, I'll try it. I'm not a big seafood guy. I'm not a big fish guy. I'll try it though. So we threw it, and he had a few fillets, but then like a bunch of little chunks of it. Tossed it in some Cajun batter or breading, whatever. And he had a wok.
Yeah.
Don't start. I already know what you about to say. He had a wok.
Was it Cajun?
It was Cajun, okay. But we was that's spicy.
Well, none was live.
But he had a wok
Yeah.
and like a portable propane tank, a little heater, whatever, open flame. We put it over there, and he put some peanut oil in there, man. We fried it up, and good, bro. Yeah, to the point where like next weekend, not this weekend, but next,
You gonna do it again?
we're going. Well, nah, we're going up to me and the girl. We're gonna take the kids. They ain't never been up there to Erie.
Okay.
We're gonna go hit Marblehead.
You ain't never been to Lake Erie?
I've been there a couple times, but the kids ain't never been there.
Okay.
So we're taking kids up, and
I'm talking like I'll be there all the time. My first time going was probably like 5 years ago.
Really? But we're gonna go buy some walleye, man. And I didn't know this, because as I'm eating it, I'm like, I wondered, bro. So 1 ounce of steak Yeah, 1 ounce of steak has 7 grams of protein in it. I think chicken's got like 8. Walleye's got 14 to 16 grams of protein in it.
Dang.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there doing the math. I'm like, man, I need to be eating about 280 grams of protein a day. So then I'm like, 8 ounces of, like 8 ounces of walleye, man, is 112 grams of, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab me something.
You ever been walleye fishing?
Nah. I was talking to his wife today because we all work together. And she's like, I heard you're gonna go walleye fishing. I was like, he ain't mentioned nothing about taking me fishing, but I'll definitely go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm not a big fisherman. I ain't got patience for it. But I've never been out on a boat and fished. I've always just been on the bank.
Yeah. So you should have. So we ain't kicked it back when I had 3 boats. We ain't kicked it.
Yeah.
When I had my boats, bro, I used to go like me and my homie Worm. We probably was going 2-3 times a week. When I had my one boat.
I think I remember seeing you posting on you was going
I
all the time.
Actually, I remember my one boat I had. My son Katai, he had. Me and my dad took him out one time, like one morning. He was probably like 4. This is before he was in school, and we had took him out one morning, and I had let him drive the boat back to the dock.
Let me drive the boat.
Bro, wrecked my damn boat into the dock.
Couldn't be mad either.
Bro, I got the video because my dad, you just hear my dad say, "Oh shit, he about to wreck. He about to wreck." I'm like, "No, he got it." And my reverse wasn't working, so we're like probably going 30
full speed.
But I had cut it off probably, I want to say 20 yards out. I had cut it off, but we're still just coasting.
Yeah.
We can't stop. You know what I'm saying? And he literally cracked the front of my boat.
Damn.
Yeah, but it was fun, bro. Like we used to go. Going walleye fishing on a boat is one thing.
Okay.
You gotta go down there to you gotta go down there to like Perrysburg and go walleye fishing for the run. That's like a different type of fishing, bro. Literally, I'm talking about arm length to arm length. 200 people on this bank, arm length to arm length.
Is this Maumee River?
Yeah, Maumee.
Okay,
You gotta go down there to Maumee, bro. So yeah, you go down there to Maumee and go walleye fishing. It's a whole different breed.
See, I feel like that's what I would like, to where it's like cast, reel in.
Yeah, but you gotta know what you're doing, because if you cross a line, like literally you're fishing with 100 people.
Yeah.
So, and it's so crazy, you don't really cross lines that much.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like because everybody reeling, and walleye fishing out in Maumee is a lot different because, so like I grew up crappie fishing.
Okay.
So a crappie fish, they're gonna really bite it. You know what I'm saying? When you're walleye fishing on Maumee, they're not eating. They're breeding. Like they're spawning,
okay,
and so it's a certain way you gotta hook them. So the hook has to be in the mouth, like you can't. So really, there's just thousands of fish just spawning in the river.
Yeah,
and you're just trying to hook them in the mouth, but they're not eating though.
So you literally just tossing out, literally trying to hook it.
Yeah, so if you hook it on the side, so it's called snagging. So if you hook it on the side, anywhere, if you hook it like the head or the hook is on the outside going into the mouth or anything like that, you have to throw it back. Like you have to throw it back. Only way you can keep it is if it's in the mouth and coming out.
Why is that, you know?
Because they're spawning, they're not actually feeding. So like when you go fish so when you go like crappie fish, catfish, any bass fishing, they're actually trying to feed.
They're trying to eat.
They're trying to eat the bait. With walleye fishing in Maumee, they're not trying to eat. They're just literally spawning in the water. You're just trying to hook them. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't know. I know there was one old head.
Real angler.
Real angler shit.
Angler.
There was this one old head that used to work at one of the factories I always dropped off radios to. He just retired about 4 or 5 months ago, and I was like, "What are you about to do with retirement?" He was like, "I'm going to Maumee and I'm going to sit there for the rest of my days."
Yeah.
I mean, that's all that dude loved to do was just fish. So I was like, all right, well, I hope it's a good time, man.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I got no problem going out on a boat and fishing because I ain't never been, and I feel like it's going to be more fun doing that. I just ain't got the patience to be sitting there on the side of.
Yeah, I mean, when you're at mall meet, it's different, bro.
Yeah.
It's action packed the whole time.
Yeah.
But like on the boat, so I remember the first time I fished out there, it was like 2020, and I went. It's funny, bro. I met this old guy, old white dude. He's like 80 something. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how I met him. And he's like, we just talked about fishing, bro. He literally has 1,000 fishing poles in his garage.
Yeah.
Literally, like he goes to all the yard sales and just buys fishing poles.
Yep.
And I was like, we just got talking about fishing. He's like, man, you should go fishing with me on my boat. Me and my buddies all go. He's like, but everybody's dying because we're all old. They're all like 80 plus, 90 years old.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. So one day he finally asked me, like, hey, you trying to go? Because there's only 3 of us. We like 4 of us. So we got anchormen, 2 anchormen, and this and that, whatever. I'm like, y'all go. So then after it's coming up to it, I'm like, man, this is about to be weird. But I'm about to be out here with 3 old 80-year-old men that I don't have nothing to talk about to, and it's gonna be all awkward. You know what I'm saying, bro? The coolest trip I'd have ever been on, bro. All they do is talk shit out there all day long. Literally, they just cracking jokes, talking shit. They was like, it's funny because they was like, hey, you ever seen a man shit off a boat? They was like, we're old, so we can't dock the boat and use the bathroom. So, so we just bring a couple buckets out here. You got a shit or got a piss. Luckily, that didn't happen. I was not trying to let it see. You know what I'm saying? Old man shitting off the boat in a bucket. But no, bro, it was cool, bro. There was some cool old dudes, man.
Yeah.
It was cool in the mud, bro.
Yeah.
It was cool.
I bet that would be cool, man. It's always. I've been in a couple situations like that where it's like, man, you commit to something with some old heads, and then it's like, man, I don't know. Like I was invited to a fish boil last year, and it was with a bunch of old heads. But nah, man, I've had a couple instances where like that, and you're like on the way to it, and like, man, this is about to be. You know, hopefully it don't last too long, and then it ends up being one of the best times.
Yeah, bro, it was a good time, bro. Them dudes was cool in the mud, bro. They was cool. Yeah,
man. I want to circle back to something because you said you was causing troubles at the mall, bro. Isn't it crazy how even like the big malls, Polaris and stuff, I feel like malls are dying.
Yeah, they are. It's the online is killing their retail. You know what I'm saying? And it's like. I mean, you still got a couple big malls around Ohio, but like for the most part, like the local mall, like here, and you know what I'm saying. Even Mansfield Mall, I just see them advertising, and I've never been there. Maybe during Christmas where it's kind of a little packed, but it's not like Polaris packed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might be 50 people in there.
I went to the Richland Mall because they're a customer of mine, so I went to the Richland Mall and I went to drop off some radios. This was late last year, and I dropped some off, and I was like. Bro, I haven't been in here forever. I was like, let me just take a trip around. And I'm walking in there, man, and I was like, this is sad. Because I remember as a kid, like if we didn't want to have the huge hustle and bustle of Polaris or Easton, we could go to Mansfield. It's still going to be hustle and bustle, but it ain't going to be as bad, you know? And bro, it was like, man, it ain't even like that anymore.
Yeah, I remember this was probably like 7 years ago. I went to the mall. Elder Beerman was going out of business, and I was buying some stuff for my clothing store, like some racks and some tables and stuff. And I was just walking around the mall, and it was like scary. It was like really scary. I'm like, oh man, this is. I almost put a tear. I wasn't about to cry.
Yeah, you was.
But my cheeks were puffing
soft
ass. I remember being out here. Bro, I remember buying a LaDainian Tomlinson jersey. Yeah. The Chargers jersey, you feel me? That baby blue. Yeah. Out there, and it's shaking like, it's funny. I remember one time I had to beat up this kid out there. Why? Out of anybody that riding past, I was whooping a kid, and the cops got me in handcuffs. My grandma pulled up, and she's like, I knew when I seen some kids out here fighting, I knew it was you out here fighting. I'm like, damn, mama.
Man, got you.
But I'm gonna tell you why I had to whoop you. Because I was number 12 growing up for football, and I had my homie had number 12, and I had number 7, and he wanted number 7. and I wanted number 12. So I'm like, let me get number 12, you get number 7. And this was our freshman year, so like we had 3 or 4 middle schools going into high school, all combining together. And so there was obviously 3 other number 12s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So another dude wanted my number 12, he was talking crazy, you feel me? And for real, I was just trying, because my big cousin, he was like a junior and I was a freshman. And so my big cousin, he didn't put the jumper cables on me, you feel me? So I had to be cool, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't be a hoe out there. I had to slide him up out there, you feel me? I never really felt bad about it because he was talking crazy.
Yeah.
But I look back at stuff like that, like, man, what was I doing back then?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm happy my son ain't on that BS like I was. You know what I'm saying? Because it was no point in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was there this last weekend. I had last weekend, 2 weeks ago. I had dinner with an old friend. He actually helped us. He worked for the dealership that we got my girl's car at, and he was like, "Bro, it's been forever. Like, let's schedule a dinner." So we had some dinner over there, him and his wife, and it was funny. Or not funny, but like it was crazy because right after high school already, it was like we had a big group of friends, and he was like my best friend and his now wife. He was my biffle, you know. And to make a long story short, he was my best friend. His wife now, she was in the group. They weren't together. She was like one of my closest girl best friends, you know. And we were all super close, and then long story short, we had a falling out, and we hadn't really talked to each other since then. It'd be random here and there, you know. But so we had dinner a couple weekends ago, and we're sitting there talking, you know, just going through old times, you know. And it's like, bro, we were dumb, like doing some dumb stuff, like. I'm gonna keep it. I got for you. I'm gonna keep it anonymous, but anybody listening, they know who it's gonna be. So, make a long story short, we was getting killed at our dude's house one night, and he was getting a little more turned than everybody else. I was feeding him shots, and he got so torn up.
You got some age.
I plead the fifth. So I was feeding him shots, and he got so messed up that he started doing crazy stuff around the house. Like, but the one thing that did him over was he grabbed this TV tray, solid wood. Yeah. He's like, "I'm gonna break this over my head," and we're like, "T, don't do it, don't do it." And he's like, boom. He got a little loopy for a second, and we were like, sit down. So we sat him down, and dude that had the house was like, "Hey, nah." He was all for it. So listen, at this point, Percocets was not Percocets. Yeah. We had no clue what these things were. You know what I mean? But he had a bad surgery. And they gave him some, and he had some left over. So he was like, "Are you good?" And he's like, "Bro, my head is splitting." He was like, "Let me go get you a pain pill." Went up and got him a Percocet. Okay. One of our other homies comes over and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to the OK. Does anybody want to go?" And at this point, it's midnight. We're like, "Nah, we're cool." Buddy's like, "Let's go. Let's go to the OK." So they leave. It's like 2 a.m. We're all passed out. I get a call. He's like, "Hey." I'm like, "What's up?" I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "I lost T." I'm like, what do you mean you lost him? Yeah. He's like, "We got to the OK, got kicked out pretty quick because he was acting crazy. Yeah. Brought him back to my house, told him to go upstairs and sleep in my older sister's room because she's gone. I'm standing outside in the hallway talking to my mom, and he comes out and he goes, 'I just want you guys to know, you're not safe here. I'm fine, but you're not safe here.'" Yeah. And they were like, "Go back to bed." Yeah. They turned around, he walks off. He goes back in to check on him like 10 minutes later, and he's not in there. So he walks downstairs, front door is wide open. Yeah. So he's like, "And then I called you." So I'm blowing dude up. I'm calling, no answer, calling him. I'm driving around town trying to find him, no answer. Finally, I get a hold of him. Now, at this point in time, the Green Arrow show had just come out. Did you ever watch that? me either, but it was like I guess it was like a superhero movie or a series, okay? So he, I finally get a hold of him. I'm like, bro, where you at? This is what I hear. You'll never catch me. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, you guys will never catch me. I'm like, where are you at? He's like, I'm running. I'm like, where? He goes, it doesn't matter. I go, I'm like, you're gonna get caught by the cops. Somebody passes you, and he's like, doesn't matter. I'll hide in a ditch. I was like, they will find you, T. And he goes, they'll never be able to catch me. And he hangs up. Yeah. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I call my dude. I'm like, hey, this is what he's on. Yeah. He's like, oh my gosh. We're driving all around town trying to find him. About 20 minutes passes, and dude calls me, and he's like, I found him. He's over here. Bro, get in the car. He's over here. He's in front of me. He's in front of L Camps. Bro, listen. He started down by Benjamin Harrison Elementary School, where dude's parents live. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. I haul ass in my truck. Now, my dude, he's a smaller guy. He was trying to, and bro was jacked. Yeah. He was trying to get him into the truck. Wasn't happening. I run over, bro, grab him up, throw him in the back of the truck, and I'm like, what were you doing, bro? He's like, I was training. I'm like, for what? He's like, on the Green Arrow. I'm like, let's get back to the house, man. We got back to the crib. He passed out. Next morning, I get woken up. I was on the floor. Nah, chill out, bro. I was on the floor on a blow-up mattress. Yeah. He was on the couch. I get woken up like 7 o'clock in the morning of him like violently vomiting. Mm-hmm. Bro, the next day we're like, are you good? He's like, my head hurts a little bit, but like, yeah, I'm fine. What happened? And we went through the whole story, bro. Man. And still to this day, if I call him, he always answers, hello. He got 2 pills. It was, but that was before. It's crazy because, a couple years later, we was talking about it, and it was like, what did you give him? And it was like, it was a perk. And we were like, oh, now that we know what they do and what they are, we're like, oh, shit. Yeah, he was wrong thing to get. But yeah, we was talking about all kinds of stories like that, man. It was just stuff that we had done. Like, his wife got too turbo night at a party out in the middle of nowhere. Couldn't find her. She came crawling out of the cornfield, like children of the corn, all messed up, muddied up, bro. It was like, what were we doing back in the day? And we was 19, 20 years old before I had Tate. Yeah. So I'm like, what were we doing? And then I talked to my little brother, he's 19, and I was like, what do you guys do? We just chill. Yeah. I'm like, y'all have no house parties? No. Yeah. Why? Y'all are lame. Yeah, man. But I'm glad y'all ain't doing the same shit we're doing.
Party, man. We got some bangers. I ain't gonna get all into it. But it's like now, it's like I said, I'm cool off this one little twisted tea. I'm not pilled. You feel me? But I'm cool. Yeah. And I'm not gonna drink no more. Yeah. It's not worth the headache. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not even worth the headache no more. I think, and like, so I still got some homies that be getting pilled. Yeah. I was like, how do you drink like that? I don't even, like, do you not get those headaches no more or anything like that? Like I'm cool. Forget. Like I'll go out to the, like, say, we go out to eat or something, me and my girl or something. Like, I might have a whatever's on draft. Yeah. Might have a Henny Hustle from B-Dubs. But I'm not getting pilled. Yeah, nah. And that's the most I'm about to do. I can't get million 5, 6, 7, 8 shots in, some brews, and it's not even working. I mean, I'm too old for that. Yeah, nah, and it really does. For me, it affects my training. Like, I genuinely feel that. Like, this is the most I'll drink in a night. Now, if we go out somewhere, or if like we're at buddy's house, I drink 2 of these. And we was there from like 5 to midnight. And I sipped on them all night because I knew the next morning I had to train. Yeah. And I genuinely feel it affect my training. Yeah. So that's another reason for me. But
Yeah, no, I still got, there's a couple of my buddies that now, no kids, nothing like that. So they're going out every other weekend, I'm like, bro,
Yeah, I can't do that.
no.
And that's the one thing I could say about having a significant other. You gotta pick the right partner.
Yeah.
Because if you want a mission, family-oriented mission, you know what I'm saying? There ain't no going out every weekend. It might be a once a month, maybe once every few months. And I'm not talking about going out to the local bar. You know what I'm saying? It might be a Applebee's.
Yeah, a couple blood slides.
2 for $25. Dollarita. Now I ain't drinking no Dollarita, but for y'all that drinking Dollaritas, it might be a Dollarita night. You know what I'm saying?
We was talking to Quabe about that a couple times on the show, where it was like, he was trying to figure out what he's supposed to be looking for or wanting to look for, and it's like, are you going out every weekend?
Yeah.
No. Then don't be looking for a girl that's out every weekend, And I ain't gonna, I caught some hell over that. I sent that out to a couple people, like I sent that episode out to a bunch of folks, And the familians did not like what we had to say, for real.
Yeah.
They did not. I want to know what kind of money y'all are making to tell your woman that she can't go out. And I was like, damn, why is it got to be about the money we make?
And it ain't even about, it's about the mission that we set forth on.
Yeah.
If you understand what the mission and the goal is, you're not going to want to go out.
And she was like, I distinctly remember the one girl was hitting me up about it. She sent me like paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. And she was like, if I want to go out on the weekend after the week I just had, blah, 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 that's what I'm going to do. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Ain't nobody telling you can't. But what I'm telling you is that what my little homie is wanting, and what guys like us are wanting is, okay, you had a rough week. Let's stay at home and unwind together. If you want to get a little pilt at home, cool. But guess what? After you're done and you sober up, problem's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
So why you need to go out and spend hours out and do all that stuff, and for what? Because the problem's still gonna be, you going back to work on Monday, baby.
Going back on, like you said, I'm the king of the little bottle of Shutter Homes. Unwind a little bit.
Yeah.
And like you said, man, we work at that problem at home.
Yeah.
And like I said, it always, and I never was really a turn up king like that. But so I was in the music industry for a while, so I was getting paid to go out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was, and even then, like, you look at some of the people that's there, like, going way too hard in the paint, and you're like, wow. Why?
Wow.
Like, why?
Yeah. What you celebrating? Like, I always remember that quote that T.I. He was in the Most Underrated rapper.
Most Underrated.
I remember an interview that he was doing, and he was talking about, and he quoted, he was like, I see all the people going out every weekend doing this. What are you celebrating?
Celebrating failure.
Yeah, what are you celebrating?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you can't go out and celebrate your little wins, but make sure you still remember what your goal is and what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because Monday is still coming.
Yeah.
It's still coming, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. But what you got for dinner tonight? Speaking of going home.
Man, some baked pork chops, some wild rice.
I ain't had some pork chops in a minute. I know you down with the swine.
Down with swine, pork chops, you feel me?
Hey.
Pork ribs.
Go ahead and show the people what you was drinking with your Uggs on when I walked in here.
Chill out, man. Having a little Dunkin's vanilla latte.
Man,
And I'm not a coffee drinker.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I got that.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever like the Starbucks glass drinks and stuff like that. I honestly don't think I've ever had a cold coffee ever.
Yeah. So I had one. So I donated some blood to the Red Cross today.
They didn't want that.
They do. So my blood sugar might have been a little low. That's why I was pulling for some sugar. Because like I said, I used to be a Starbucks glass, like the iced coffee drinker back in the day.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've never actually been to Starbucks, like the location.
Sat in the line.
Yeah. Ever.
Yeah.
But when that glass came out back in the day,
Yeah.
I used to tear them things up.
Man, that's why you ain't a multi-millionaire yet, because I know them things is expensive.
See, that's the thing too. People think by cutting back, you're gonna save up.
Hey, you spend it on something else, don't you?
I
swear to God.
You just make more money.
I swear.
That sounds simple. You just make more money.
Yeah.
But you literally just make more money to afford
Yeah.
the luxuries in life that you want.
I swear on everything. I've had plenty of times in my life where I've been like, man, if I didn't buy this or that, I'd probably have, this and, or like 2 weeks ago, if I didn't buy this and that, man, hey, speaking of, matter of fact, I would have about a little $400 extra sitting in my account right now if the door-to-door meat guy didn't catch me again this year, man. Hey.
And that old, excuse me, it's 8:30. I'm getting tired. Man, that old mystery lab-grown meat.
Hey.
So I told you I bought like 3 boxes of some meat. It's not even a deal. First of all, they talk about you get 35 ribeyes for $20.
Yeah.
How come the meat smells seasoned out the packet?
So like it was sitting in tartar sauce.
Like I literally just made some. I got the last of what I had. The other day I had made like some steak tacos with it or something.
Yeah.
And I made some steak tacos with it. And I'm like, I rip it out the package. And I'm like, how come it smells seasoned already? And I was looking at the little people making comments, and they was like, yeah, this is lab-grown meat. This is lab-grown meat. And I'm like, wow. Because it's like, it is weird how it like tears apart kind of.
Oh, bro, don't tell me that. All right, so I didn't get it from the Omaha or whatever, the guys that y'all got it from. Yeah. Have you ever had the door-to-door guy come in off?
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably the same shit, for real. But listen, the last 3 years, he's gotten me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, don't tell my boss now. I'm only giving you this good.
Swear to God.
Don't tell my boss. I'm only giving you this good.
So, like, bro, I don't even know who your boss is. This is how I knew he was on bullshit last year. Because he comes over, and I'm trying to push him off, like, I ain't got it this year, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, man, I'm telling you right now, I just hooked up your neighbor and his wife with a big package, man. They're gonna love it. I know for a fact that my neighbor has been single the whole time he lived there, and I know he wasn't talking about he wasn't talking about the pastor and his wife. Yeah. He pointed that way. Yeah. So I'm like, now I know you lying. Yeah. Cause he ain't got no wife.
Man, he ain't got no wife over here.
Man. So this year, I was like, I ain't getting from him. I ain't doing it. I already got the money from that quarter beef, you know. But we did a quarter beef, but we split it. And so we really only got an 8, but for real, we kind of ran through it kind of quick. I ain't even gonna lie. But it was good. Yeah. But so this year, bro, I got off work early one day, and if they didn't cut it early, I'd have missed them. Yeah. But I'm home early, and I hear a knock at the door. I peek out the window, and I'm like, oh shit, it's him. I was like, I'm gonna just go to the bedroom and act like I don't hear him. I swear to God, I can knock. I'm like, I ain't gonna hear him. So I go back to the bedroom. This is what I hear. Hey, bro, I know you in there, man. What's going on, bro? I'm like, shit. Yeah. So I go out there. Man, you get him. He's the best salesman ever. Yeah. Man, you get big as hell, man. I see you, okay. Man, you look like you need some steak. And I'm like, man, I don't know. We just, we got a quarter beef and shit. But hey, listen, man, let me go grab something. I got something special for you, bro. You bought for me the last 3 years. I got something special for you this time. So he brings out the box of steaks, lays it all out, does the same thing. Don't tell my boss, bro. You see, he looks like the paper. You see this price right here, $4.25. Don't even trip on that. I'm gonna give you this for $3.89, okay? But hold on, I know what you're thinking. I'm gonna do this for you too. Grabs another box, and it's like 6 boxes of 6 different kinds of chicken breasts, 8 chicken breasts in each.
Them chicken breasts is the nastiest things, bro. Them is the worst.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
they're good this time.
Yeah.
I don't know if last year, like I waited too long, sat them in the freezer too long. We've been eating them up. They're good.
And it's funny too, because it was like, so altogether, there's probably like 60 steaks I had got. Because like, man, y'all gonna be eating steaks all summer. I'm like, bro, it's me, my wife, and 2 kids. This ain't nothing but 10 meals, man. This about to be through in a month.
Yeah, and they give you the most of the fillets, like thanks for the 2 bite steaks.
Yeah, like these are 3-ounce fillets.
Yeah.
And even the you got the porterhouses, you got the fillets, you got the
strips,
ribeyes.
Yeah. So you got New York strips, then you just had strip steaks.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, this is about to be gone quick. And the meat tastes, like I said, bro, that meat ain't the best meat.
It's been, I'll say this year, it's been alright this year. And I don't know.
I mean, I can't go from USDA Prime
to box stuff.
To box meat.
Out of the back of Bro's minivan.
You know what I'm saying? A little cooler.
Yeah, but he's like, whole box of chicken, all the steak, $400 for everything. I'll pay the service pricing. Let's do it. I'm like, I'm sitting here doing the math. I'm like, man, it's like, all right, we'll do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting it, man. We're eating through it. The chicken's actually decent. I ain't gonna lie, the chicken's actually decent. I still throw my seasoning on there.
That's my thing too. I don't want pre-seasoned meat. Let me season my own meat.
Man, I don't know the one. What did he give me? There's Italian, then there's garlic herb, and then mesquite, regular, lemon pepper, and then it was like chicken tenders. But I mean, once you pull it out of the package, everything that was sitting on is gone.
Yeah.
So I throw my own
this
stuff
lady,
on there.
so when I went and got some, was about April. This lady had literally went there just for the chicken tender. She's like,
really?
Yeah, she's like, I can't get her 2 more boxes of chicken tenders for my grandkids. I'm like, them chicken tenders can't be that good. That old possum meat chicken tender.
Man, yeah, no, the chicken fritters that he gave me, it said uncooked, and I was like, well, how are they breaded?
Yeah.
Like, how are they breaded if they're uncooked? But by golly, I put them in the air fryer, cut one open, and it was raw.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
To the kids.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that they actually sold chicken tenders unbreaded till like, it was probably like 10 years ago.
Really?
And I bought some Tyson chicken tenders.
Yep.
And they was like crispy on the outside, and I come home like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
I think I bit into one.
Oh.
And I'm like, yeah, bro. And ever since then, I always look for the fully cooked Tyson chicken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah. Like that, that'd sent me over.
Yeah.
I've been done. But, nah, man, that's what we're about to actually, we got laid out. It's a couple steaks, and then we still got a couple ribeyes from the quarter beef.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of them laid out, a couple strip steaks.
Yeah. Now you're giving them kids that box meat.
I gotta stay healthy to take care of them.
You feel
Okay. But nah, man, that's what I'm about to get to. So, and I know you got some baked pork chops with barbecue. So, what you got some barbecue sauce spread over top of it?
Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you all my seasons, but you feel me? Got the little the ranch seasoned pork chops.
I've never tried them.
Yeah.
I bet they're good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know they're good.
But nah, man. Until next time, we got a few more weeks of baseball left, and then we're back up.
Yeah.
Kicking 2 episodes of Y'all a week, man. Yeah. So
740barbell.com.
740 Barbell.
New apparel.
Ton of new shirts and
Fire.
And actually just found out this week, 2 days ago, we are approved to set up a table at Main Street Barbell's next meet.
Okay, that's
so we're gonna
September.
September 7th. Got a bunch of guys competing at that one actually, and we're gonna have a table set up there. So a bunch of multiplier die shirts, man. I've been working hard at them. I've been approving my work.
Got my stamp on it.
But y'all check out 740barbell.com. The Push and Wade Show on Instagram, man. Send us a follow and a like. Same thing on this video. If you liking what we talk about, subscribe. And then not to forget, man, the serum brush. Alright? Y'all trying to look. I've been using mine like crazy this week because I got some of that Fly Guy beard oil. The you know, y'all ain't got it yet. You ain't
In the market,
hit the market. But yeah, man, I've been using mine like crazy. So, but check everything out, man. If y'all like what you're hearing, man, tell us. You know, we appreciate the support. But as always, you got Big Dive, the bigger homie Jonah. This is Pushing Weight Show.
Pushing weight.
And of course the courage in these veins, people passing the limits, a bunch of beasts broke off the chain. From the folks see them growing and reaching up to pass our peak though. Welcome to the Pushing Weight Show.